Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging race. We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit today, located in the heart of Singapore. The circuit consists of 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right. It's a track that's incredibly technical, so don't expect to see the drivers taking too much of it at full throttle. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Phoenix lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Norris, Sainz, Ocon, Perez, and Yuki Tsunoda, Gasly, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, and Albon, Joe, Stroll, Théo Pourchaire, and Mick Schumacher. Latifi and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Phoenix. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances. But what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another good race today.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points. It's lights out and away we go. Russell does get away well, as does Max Verstappen as he's trying to challenge as George Russell goes into the first turn and George Russell takes the lead of the Grand Prix. A few drivers locking up brakes. Verstappen's held on to second place. A little bit squirrely for Lando Norris coming out of turn 2. Will that affect him already? Carlos Sainz is right alongside him.
They'll want to be dispatching that as quickly as they can, if indeed they can. Perfect getaway for both Mercedes.
Sets off down that main straight. We're on board with Max Verstappen. Has he got enough distance to try and close in? No, just runs out of straight at the end. Max Verstappen going to do here? DRS activated. Extra pace, accelerating into turn. Max Verstappen, is he past George Russell? George Russell squeezes through on the inside. Verstappen tries to fight him back. Now into turn 3. Russell ahead by half a car length. Going round the outside of turn 3. Verstappen leaves the track. Russell still ahead on the run down into turn 4. We've not seen too much between these two in terms of attack and defence before, but I am one that wants to see much, much more.
Oh, this is not a great stop, but it's medium tyres. It's a horrible stop.
This is going to make it even less close. What's happened to Max Verstappen in the pit stop? That front left wheel wasn't tightened up enough.
It's no grip at all.
Mate, you shouldn't give me the soft tyres. Straight for hard.
And in his first season for Mercedes, George Russell wins the Grand Prix on a Sunday. It's gorgeous for George. It's absolutely wonderful for the Constructors' Champions.
George Russell, you are a Formula 1 race winner. Woo! Come on, team! And it's come on!
Made the step up from Williams to finally become a Mercedes driver in his 4th season in Formula 1, and he's got a perfect double this weekend. It's the Russell Hustle.